Spring's officially here. If you're a seller and you're selling your house this year, but you're not sure what you should do before you put it on the market, here's a checklist to get you started. Hey guys, welcome back to, I believe, vlog number 8 is where we're at right now. But either way, if you're somebody who's selling your home, I want to talk to you about what you can do to get that process started now. I know when people are selling their houses, that process usually starts, or the decision to do it starts months in advance, sometimes even like a year or two in advance. So if you are at that point where you're a couple months away from getting your house on the market, there are absolutely projects that you can start right now to get going. Step number 1, get a storage unit, get some trash bags, and start cleaning your house out. If you have all this excess garbage and things you have been meaning to get rid of it. If you have stuff on the counters that's taking up space and doesn't show well and is not a necessity, get rid of it. The whole idea is that you want your closets to be organized, you want the garage and the basement to be walkable, you don't want kids' toys laying everywhere, you don't want the counters filled up with a bunch of stuff. Because the more stuff you have in your house, 1, the more claustrophobic and enclosed it feels to buyers coming in, but 2, it also kind of makes them feel like they're invading somebody else's space when this is supposed to be the place that's going to be their new home. They need to envision where they're gonna throw all their stuff. And if you have all of your stuff lying around and on the counters and on the floors and in the closets, that's not gonna happen. So make sure that you take a great amount of time cleaning out your home. Step number 2, take care of any obvious repairs that are in the home. I mean, I think safety goes without saying. There are some people who don't believe in doing anything until the inspection happens with the buyers. I personally believe that if you take care of any safety issues that you know of in the home before you go on the market, it's going to pay off versus a buyer getting scared and beating you up. I think the opportunity cost and even the fear that the buyers have for things like that tend to beat you up more after the fact than if you just nip it in the bud from the beginning. But safety issues aside, if you have any obvious, like small, tiny cosmetic repairs, like if you have a little leak in your sink, take care of it. If you have light bulbs that are burned out, replace them. You know, I see all the time like people walking through a home, and I cannot count how many times I've had a buyer see like peeling drywall tape and go, oh my gosh, that looks like a structural problem, or is that a leak? And I'm like, no, it's not a leak. Just when the house, you know, it breathes and then the tape starts to peel, a painter can fix that. It's just cosmetic. Anything that puts the buyers at ease, that isn't you covering up a problem, but is genuinely just fixing a cosmetic issue that might scare an inexperienced buyer, do it now. It'll pay off in the long run. Number 3, get out in the yard, start cleaning up that landscaping. You know, pull weeds, mow the grass, edge, clean up the side of the house, you know, power wash your siding, paint your shutters, whatever you have to do to make your curb appeal look great. There's a saying that says if people don't like the way your house looks on the outside, there's no way they're gonna go inside. And a lot of times that tends to be true. You know, I've seen buyers who have bought a house that looked great from the outside and was only okay on the inside, and pass up houses that were the exact opposite. So working on that curb appeal and kind of giving your house a haircut, if you will, is going to pay off and is going to be one of the number 1 things you can do to get people through your home and maximize your profits. So speaking of maximizing profits, that's where things start getting a little tricky. You know, should you do like a bathroom renovation? Should you put new carpet or replace the floors, right? That is going to be very circumstantial. I can't really tell you with your home specifically what you should do because it depends on the market, it depends on the neighborhood, depends on what your competition is. I mean, you know, I can say that in 2021, March of 2021, which is when I'm recording this, we are in an extremely hot seller's market, like the best seller's market we have ever seen since the date has been recorded. And so because of that, a lot of those renovations you think you have to do to sell your house really aren't necessary right now. And that's the advice I can give to most of my sellers when I go out on an appointment. Now, in 2022 or 2023, is that going to be the same story? I don't know. Maybe it'll make sense then for you and your specific house to fix up that torn up carpet and replace it or put hardwood floors in, right? Talk to a realtor, have them come and evaluate your house, evaluate the market, and they can kind of walk you through any renovations that need to be done. I think most people are familiar with staging, whether that's just painting up the house a little bit and freshening it up, or putting out all the furniture and the photos and all that kind of stuff to make the house show ready, right? You make the house look like a model home. If you are selling a house that's being lived in and your furniture's all here, you can call a staging company or even just talk to a realtor who's experienced and can tell you what to do to make your house show the best. If you're selling a vacant home, it's really a good idea right now to talk to a staging company and put in that investment. With how quickly homes are selling in this market that we're in, if you're getting an offer in the first weekend, that money you invest to stage the house is going to be totally worth the ROI. I know almost all the research shows that a stage home sells more than a vacant home. There's just, that's the end of it, that's it. So if you're selling a vacant house, talk to a stager. I can almost guarantee you it's going to be worth the investment to stage the house. And that's it. That's a basic checklist just to get you started. Like I said, you're gonna talk to a professional at some point who's gonna walk through your home and kind of point out little things here and there that are specific to your home. But as far as a general analysis goes, that little checklist I just put together for you is something that you should start working on now if you haven't already started working on it in February. Hey, thank you so much for watching, guys. Happy house hunting, happy selling. Have a great day. I'll see you next week. Bye.